John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
Don't play with my name, you come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Colby Wadman now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Hines, his first carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now it's Hines. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll check this down to Hines. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They run with Hines. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Going with their tight end on 4th. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
There he goes, right side. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
7 yards there and a first down. Now Chubb running right, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go with Chubb on second down. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On third down, Burrow letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Quick throw to Olave. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Rodgers now on first down. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11 MT.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Burrow. Flush to his. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 37. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought
brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
11 mighty. 26 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 26 Mike.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
A I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Burrow's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Big 13. Big 13.
They'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Saints are able to at least get one score back. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Over the middle, complete. It's Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's 4th.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey, Mike. Here we go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Watch your team. Watch your team.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Watch the screen.
First down. Here's Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11 Thomas. 15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. 11.
Burrow will throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15. I'm here all day. 11. Watch 15. Mike 15.
To the air again, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw again on second down. Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the intercept, that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. On play action. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second.
And now here is another interception. picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A gain of 3, second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On play action, it's Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15. 11. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. They got to go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Burrow, he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Back to Kamara for another catch. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And Burrow going to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
11 Thomas. 115. 115. 115.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
Here we go.
As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
What is that? 15's the mic. 11. I got 15. Check pass. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate. 11. We're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11 MT.
Again, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers throwing here. And Watson and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You mates all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From midfield now, Burrow looking deep downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12. Gotta go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to let it go again. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
11 mighty. Hey, we got to go score. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Rodgers looking to throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. On 1st down, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game